hope you're subscribed and that you're here to stay. But for today's video, from the title you can tell I'm going to be doing a Q&A. Haven't done one of these in such a long time, and I've been on such a editing filming binge. I've been really motivated to film, so I was like, let me throw in a little Q&A for you guys. They're doing construction next door, so hopefully you don't hear. I'm going to add music in the background. Got my iced coffee. I'm really excited because I got quite a few questions this time. Normally I don't get this many. Some people did ask more than one questions, and then some people did DM me separate questions, but I'm super excited, so we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into it. Very first question I got was, do you see you and your boyfriend getting married in the future? This question is crazy because I've been thinking a lot about like the future lately and marriage and just things like that in general, because I have always been one of those girls who's like, I can't wait to get married, I can't wait to have a wedding and this and that. But there's so much more to marriage that we all don't realize, I feel like. And as I'm getting older, I'm realizing that marriage is so much more than just a ring and a ceremony and a dress. It's a partnership, it's a lifetime agreement, and it's very serious. Do I see us getting married in the future? Absolutely. But do I see that happening in the near future? I'll say like a minimum of maybe 3 to 4 years from now. But in this state right now, I don't think that we would get married, just because we are really young. We're still growing and we're still learning, and he's in college, by the way, and I'm still trying to find my career and get myself settled. So I feel like when we're ready to actually be partners and, you know, make purchases together, buy a home, I feel like I'd rather us be more financially stable once we get married, because once I get married, I want to have kids, I want to do the whole shebang. So unless I have at least 6 figures, I'm not getting married or having a kid anytime soon. But absolutely, I cannot wait to get married one day. Hopefully that wasn't too long of an answer. Next one is, besides California, what other state would you move to? That's a really good question, because I love California. I would live in LA, I would live in Malibu, I would live in Calabasas, you know, all of the similar. But I can't really picture myself living anywhere but California. I was born, raised here, don't know anything but here, especially the Bay Area. There's nothing like the Bay Area, period. Another state, I don't think I would ever live anywhere else permanently. I would have a second home. I've always wanted like multiple homes. I would love to have a second home in Puerto Rico off tops. I would love a home there that I go there maybe for like 3 to 4 months out of the year. I'll have it open for my family. My dad would have a key copy to the house, so he can go whenever he wants to. My godparents can have a key to the house. Basically, I just want that to be like a big family home that anyone can go to whenever they want to go to Puerto Rico, because we all do go pretty often. Okay, my good sis Maji asked me 4 questions, so let's get into the sis questions. This is my blood sister, you guys, and she has a channel. Make sure you subscribe to her. Her @ is just Naji. I'll also put it in the description. First question is, what's one of your biggest food cravings lately? Before quarantine, I feel like I was very healthy, I had it together, but lately I've been loving me some McDonald's. I don't know what it is, but chicken nuggets and a large fry and a sweet tea have been my comfort food. Who's someone you stalk daily, your biggest inspiration? That's a really good question. You know, it's weird because I don't have like a solid inspiration, like one person that I want every aspect of their life. Like, there's people that I follow because they're a business person. There's someone that I follow because of her style. There's someone that I follow because of her hair. There's someone I follow because of her personality. It's really different. But lately, I've been seeing myself watch a lot of Colleen Diaz, which my sister put me on to. She's an influencer / YouTuber. I really like her. I don't know, I like her channel a lot. Her channel is really pleasing to watch. I haven't had a channel like that to watch in a minute, so Colleen Diaz is really interesting to watch to me. Just aesthetically, like her entire being, her hair, her face, her dress. I love Bria Hicks. She's Christian Combs' girlfriend, and I think that me and Kendrick look like them. Whatever, but love her. What's one thing about yourself that you recently learned? I think I've recently learned about myself that I really value privacy. I think the bigger that I get on social media and all these other platforms, the more private I want to be. Like, I want to share a lot. Like, I share a lot with you guys, but there are a lot of things as well that you guys don't know about my life. So I feel like the older I get and the more, you know, attention that I get on social media, the more I want to like keep certain things to myself. Like, I don't post Kendrick as much. I don't post my sister all the time when I'm with her. I don't post my dad. I haven't posted my little brother in a long time. My little brother, he's 4 years old. I don't really post him as much. It's more just about keeping like what's important to me and not just shoving it in front of a camera all the time. So things like that. When I'm going out places and it's really nice, I try not to be on my phone so much. I try to be in the moment. I feel like, yeah, the more older I get, the more I appreciate what I have in my own little circle and the things that I love, and I value that time. I appreciate that time, and I'm not so quick to pull out my phone or vlog whenever I do something, because it's not always like that. Sometimes you just share those intimate moments, and that's just that. And I think that that's something that I didn't think I would be like. I thought I would always be the person who's like, I'm gonna show you guys everything, but really, like, that's not realistic, and that's not how you'll keep your happiness, because I want to keep my happiness for me, if that makes sense. The last question that she asked was similar, was what's one thing about yourself that you learned you loved? I feel like I'm really becoming more mature, more independent, more responsible, and I think I love that on myself, because I really do handle more business than just basically bullshitting. I used to bullshit a lot, but now I don't. So next question, what is your dream place to live? So this is kind of similar. Basically, if I had a dream place to live, I would want to live in LA for sure, in like a really nice neighborhood in, like, I know it sounds cheesy, Beverly Hills, but when I went to LA for my birthday, me and Ken went on a drive up to Beverly Hills, and we just drove all the way up the mountains. The houses are beautiful. I don't know, I just love LA. Honestly, it's not even about like the fame and the history behind it and the clout that LA has. Its scenery is so beautiful. I would love like a beautiful piece of land somewhere in LA and just thrive there. Absolutely. 3 places out of the country you want to see. Number 1, I really want to go to the Maldives, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. I would love to go there. They've been popping up a lot on my explore page on Instagram, and I think it is so beautiful there. I've always wanted to go to Thailand or the Philippines. I feel like they have beautiful water, beautiful land, and beautiful scenery. I love that. I love scenery. I'm all about the scenery. So Thailand or Philippines, Maldives. And then somewhere else I would love to go is probably somewhere in South America, like Brazil or Argentina. I just feel like that would be really nice. I don't know. How many kids do you want and what genders? Okay, I grew up in a house with 1 sibling, and I was like, oh, I really wish like I had a whole bunch of siblings in the house. And basically my whole thing is I want my kids to have what I didn't have. I want them to have, you know, parents that are together. I know that you can't always make that happen, but I want them to have parents that are together. I want them to have a lot of siblings so that they're never bored. I think I would be fine with 4, 2 girls, 2 boys, and 4 is my favorite number because it's just 2 and 2, like it's so even. And I looked up my angel number and I put in my birthday and stuff, and my angel number is actually 444. So I feel like that was just a sign. To me, the order doesn't really matter. Like the older I've gotten as well, I feel like if I have a girl or a boy first. Of course I would love a boy because everyone wants a boy first so that he could be the oldest, but I think girls are just fine too. I would love a mini me, baby. I would love a mini leak. What's your favorite weird food combination? I would say, I mean, I don't know if this is weird, but I like to eat salami and Doritos. I feel like people do that though. That's like eating a cheese cracker board, but I like to crumble up the Doritos, put them in the piece of salami, roll it up, and then I eat it. I've been doing that since I was little. That's kind of something that I really like, but don't judge me, I really like that. What is an advice you'd give the younger girls entering the beauty industry? I really like that question. You know, I never really asked anyone for advice when I did all this stuff. I mentioned it in my last Get Ready With Me. Like, no one ever really taught me about makeup or about anything beauty related. Kind of just watched it on YouTube and fell in love and was like, wow, like there's a whole world that I don't know about where girls are doing their makeup and sharing beauty secrets and DIYs, and I was just so intrigued and so into it, and I'm just like, wow, I could get used to this. I was so attracted to it from the very beginning, and I still am. My love for it has not gone anywhere, and it's been probably almost a decade now that I've been obsessed with the beauty industry. Maybe when it comes to makeup, I never miss. I would tell them, if you truly love it, just go for it, because there is no right or wrong way. As much as people like to say, if you truly love it and it's truly your passion, just learn as you go and just embrace it, and just take your time and pace yourself, and don't overwhelm yourself with too much work. Don't have such high expectations for yourself from the jump, because that's how you're gonna get your feelings hurt. Like, I've been doing YouTube for 3 years, and just now I'm starting to see really numbers and growth, and if anything, it doesn't make me upset. It makes me feel like, okay, like this is my time, like I've earned it, I waited long enough, and everything happens when it's supposed to. I strongly believe that. So if you want to enter the industry, I would say have a really strong mindset, knowing that you may not blow up overnight. You might, and honestly I envy those people who blow up overnight, because you're truly blessed, you're truly different. But at the same time, some of the biggest YouTubers like Nikki Tutorials have been on YouTube for over 10 years, and in the past 5 maybe have gotten recognition. So it's really about just you. And if you're willing to put in the work and just never ever give up, like, be strong, never give up, have a passion for it, love what you do, never make it feel like it's work, and just go for it, because there's room for everyone. I don't care what anyone says, like, everyone does YouTube, everyone does makeup, everyone sells lashes. I used to be one of those people. I remember like a year ago I was like, everyone wants to do YouTube, but I've been doing YouTube, and it's like, girl, shut up. Like, I don't care how oversaturated the beauty industry or the YouTube industry or any influencer industry is, there will never be somebody like you. So just go for it and do it, and fuck everybody else, honestly. What were your biggest insecurities growing up, and have you overcome them? I would answer this question, but I'm actually going to save this for a separate video. I want to make an entire video on me growing up, my insecurities, how I glowed up, how I became more confident. That's going to be a whole separate video. So please thumbs up this video if you want to see an entire video on my growth. I will insert a picture of me right here from when I was younger, and if you want to see how I went from this to this, thumbs up this video and comment down below, because I want to make an entire video on that, and I will make that soon actually. What is the hardest part of maintaining your channel? The hardest part of maintaining my channel would have to be just being on my own ass, because it's all me. I edit everything, I film everything, I set up everything, I have to plan things out, I have to post them, I have to add the links in the bio, I have to tag people on Instagram, I have to DM other companies, I have to be on TikTok. But the hardest part about maintaining, because I feel like it's so easy for James Charles and Jaclyn Hill and Jeffree Star to keep their channels going, because they have a team of people. Like, whether they want to talk about it or not, we all know they have an editor, they have someone helping them set up, they have someone helping them move. I don't. So that's the hardest part, is just rely on yourself, because if you don't do it, then it's just not gonna get done. It's not like you have somebody in your ear telling you, you need to do this, or I'll help you, I'll do this. It's really on you. Okay, Glow went in with the questions. Shout out to Glow. What's your dream job? My dream job is to be a Victoria's Secret fashion model. I would love to walk down the runway in some angel wings. That was my dream for a long time, but I kind of gave up modeling because I'm really not as tall. I'm 5'7", and a lot of companies, I have actually applied for modeling companies. That's something that I've never told anybody, but I sent in modeling applications probably a year ago to like 5 different agencies and didn't get not one call back. A Victoria's Secret model, those girls are like the baddest of the baddest, and if I were to be grouped with them, I would not know how to act. That's all I gotta say. Biggest regret, whew, probably that I didn't start YouTube sooner, and that I didn't like save up my money sooner, because money, when you become an adult, it goes. Like, money gets spent on everything. There's a bill here, there's a bill there, your car has a flat, like there's always something. So if I would have done anything when I was younger, it would have been to save money sooner in high school, didn't spend anything on anything, and then I would have started YouTube a lot sooner, because I'd probably be in a whole different place. But what's your passion right now? My passion right now is for sure YouTube. It's my #1 thing that I've been focused on. It used to be like makeup and, you know, Instagram. Basically my #1 passion right now is just YouTube, getting videos out for you guys. You guys are my hello, you guys are my butterflies, all of that. So that was one. Favorite childhood toy? Bratz dolls, period. The baddest to ever do it, Bratz dolls. And I was Yasmin, absolutely. I was like, she's brown skinned, that's me. Favorite foundation, ooh, of all time, Pat McGrath's Skin Fetish. There's nothing like it, baby. Pat McGrath, I still have my same bottle, and I'm gonna hold on to that bottle. I use about this much every couple weeks. That foundation, chef's kiss. What would you call this chapter of your life? Whew, I be getting so deep with my nail tech, y'all. This is from my nail tech, this question, and I be in that chair telling her everything. Like, I don't want to be cheesy and say it's just the beginning, but it kind of is. Like, I kind of want to call it the best is yet to come, because people think I'm thriving now. Just wait on it, because I will be thriving even more 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now. The best is yet to come, for sure. What got you into makeup? Who's your inspiration? What makeup artist do you like? I always want to say moi. Okay, couple questions. First one, who got you into makeup? Jaclyn Hill. Back then I watched her nonstop. Jaclyn Hill and Carly Bible, 2 of the whitest girls ever, and look at me, but I love them so much. And those were the 2 girls that I watched all the time. I was just like, I used to stare at the screen for hours looking at tutorials, and didn't have not one piece of makeup to practice with, but I would just be like, oh my gosh, that is so interesting. And then in my real life, my best friend for sure, she was wearing like NARS foundation in high school, and I was like, what is that? What is that? Like, shout out to my best friend. What makeup artist do you not like? Ooh, I don't know who I'm gonna work with in the future. I gotta be careful. Those were all the questions, and then I'm gonna go into my DMs and answer those. I got, what is your proudest accomplishment? My proudest accomplishment so far has been, my YouTube is my proudest accomplishment, honestly. you could change anything about yourself, what would it be? If I could change something physically, I would want a little bit more me to myself, but that's easy to do, so I feel like that's fine. But yeah, I would probably want to be like a little bit more confident in certain situations, like stand my ground a lot more, because I'm not the best at that, sadly. But what are your hopes, dreams, and goals in life? Now, because of Mal de Ojo, I will not be sharing my ultimate goals and dreams in life. I don't tell anyone my ultimate dreams and goals in life, so I just write them down in my notes, and I have an actual notebook in my room that has all my goals and my aspirations in it, and I just write them down. So I don't like sharing that stuff out loud just because I don't want evil eye, and I think that it's always best to not speak on something until you actually have it. So hopefully it doesn't offend you, but I don't like to do that, honestly. If I could share one goal, it would be to get 1 million subscribers for sure. I think that speaks for itself. If you were to get proposed to, where would you like it to be and how? Ooh, Kendrick, are you listening? You know what? Honestly, he does know me well enough. He knows me well enough to know how I would like to be proposed to. So I feel like I'm not even gonna like. I would like to be recorded for sure, because I want to remember that moment for the rest of my life. I would like to be looking at least decent, halfway. I'm not gonna give him any hints. He better know. Maybe in like Puerto Rico or something like that would be nice. Is there a time when you felt your lowest? Maybe once a week. I'm kidding. Totally kidding. I have dark humor. That will also be in the video about my glow up, because I definitely started at my absolute lowest, and I will share that with you guys because I am fine with that. Hopefully I answered a lot of questions for you guys. Hopefully I didn't blabber off the mouth too much, but I enjoyed hanging out with you guys right now. If there's some questions that I didn't answer, please feel free to comment. I respond to every single comment every single day. A thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below any questions, like I said, or something that you didn't know about me that now that you know, let me know something. But thank you guys. Please subscribe to me. Let's get me to 4K. I would love that. 4K, 5K, 10K, you know. 8K. Turn on those post notifications for some more leak in your life, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.